Hi there, this is Ujjwal, and in this video we are going to discuss about reach and frequency. So what we are going to do in this video is we will be building up the concepts, the examples that we discussed in the last video, and we will make things even more clear. You will be crystal clear about, even get more ideas about impressions also, and then you will understand how are impressions different from reach and what frequency is and how frequency helps us to determine how our ads are performing. Okay, so this video will be very in depth, and if you focus from start to till the end, I am pretty sure you will understand these two like most of the marketing agencies don't even understand. Okay, so let's get started. Now, as discussed in the last video, I am putting the last video in the I button the above. So if you have not watched the last video, I'll highly recommend watching that first. It might get difficult for you to understand this example if you have not watched that video. Alright, let's jump in. Now, in the last video, we discussed how you approached a marketing agency and you are conducting a cricket match and you want it to advertise it all over the city, right? Now what we are going to do here is we will build on that concept. Okay, now let's say I am traveling in that city. Okay, let's say I am traveling in that city, and this time what we are going to do is we'll take not one user, we will take two users so that we understand what reach and frequency is based on that example. All right, let's start. Now you approached a marketing agency, they have spread this all over the place, like about your cricket match in this in the road, see, in the walls, in middle of the roads, in the footpath, in the top high rising buildings, as pamphlets. So you're seeing it everywhere, and I know by now you already know how these examples are related to real life scenarios in Facebook ads. All right, so let's dive in and start with example 1. Okay, so the first example I'm going to take here is I'll have, let's say there is a person whose name is A. All right, now let's say there is a different person whose name is B. Okay, sounds interesting. Now there is another person whose name is C. Great. Now let's see how A is traveling down the road. Okay, now A is traveling down the road. He saw this ad. Great, he saw this ad, and that is counted as one view or one impression. That's great. You already know what it is, right? Now he is again going through this path, and he saw the same ad again, but at the different place on this wall. He saw the same ad again. It will be counted as one more view, so the total number of views will be 2 views and 2 impressions. That's great. Now we are going to go further, and here we go. Okay, he is going to same. Now he is looking at this high rising building and he saw the ad again. Okay, so how many total views? 3 views and 3 impressions, right? Now again he went down again, and someone again handed him a flyer about your cricket match. Great, 4 views and 4 impressions. That's going great. Now he went on his path, and then he did not encounter anything. So he saw the same ad but in 4 different formats, and that was counted as 4 impressions. It is the same person, just a reminder, it is the same person A who watched your ad 4 times. Okay, now we'll move on to B. Now B is going through here. He did not see this ad. Okay, that's great. But when he was he was maybe busy on his phone or he was busy somewhere. He did not see that ad. But he saw this ad. Okay, he saw this ad. So it is 1 view and 1 impression. I'm just writing it IMP. IMP stands for impression here for this moment. Okay. Now again he is going there. He did not see. He was busy somewhere, maybe with someone. He did not pull his head up and see where this is. Okay, so he just skipped this as well, and then he's again going, and he reaches here. Now he cannot miss that because someone is distributing it, right? So great, he saw this in the pamphlet, 2 views and 2 impressions. That's great. Now we will move on to the next one. Let's go to the C part. Okay, Let me zoom out and make spaces for it. Alright, great. Now we are going to C, and what did C do is, C is like very ignorant person. He is very ignorant. He is not seeing anything. He just focusing on the path, just focusing on the road and moving, right? Let's say he's going, he did not see this, he did not see this, he did not see this, but someone handed him a flyer. It's great. One view and one impressions. Okay, now here's the fact. Now I wanted to look it very closely, not in terms of zooming. I just wanted to look this very close. What just happened here is, I want you to understand, if you're looking in your Facebook ads dashboard now, what you will see there is how many impressions are there for your ad. How many impressions are there for your ad now? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 impressions, 2 impressions and 1 impression. So total number of impressions you will see on your Facebook ads dashboard will be, total number of impressions on your Facebook ad dashboard will be, this is impression, okay, so it will be 7. Okay, total number of impressions will be 7. Now tell me, what will be the reach? Now you will be asking, Ujjwal, you have not even told what reach is, right? So reach is total number of unique users who saw your ad. Okay, total number of unique users who saw your ad. That's pretty clear now, but we will dive more deep so that you understand how are they related and everything. Okay, so now tell me, it's easy, right? Total reach will be 3 because there are 3 people here. Now in Facebook ads dashboard, what you will understand from this, that if you're seeing this in your dashboard, right? Impressions is always more than reach. Now it's common sense. Impression will be always more than reach. And by this, you will understand that how many unique users your ads reached is basically reach, right? It's a common sense definition. Now I'll dive more deep. Okay, let's give some examples. You are seeing, let's call it impression of 1000 and you saw a reach of, let's say, 900. So what does that mean? Does that mean 100 people saw your ad twice? Does that mean 50 people saw your ad thrice? Does that mean something like this? The answer is no. We don't have this data. Facebook doesn't give any sort of data like this. I have worked with clients, they get confused here. Their agencies confuse them here. There is nothing like that. All you know is Facebook made 1000 copies of your ad in different format and delivered it. 1000 times it was viewed. How many users viewed it? How many times? We don't have that data. Okay, just like the person A here is viewing all your ads and we have 4 impressions. Person B is only viewing it 2 times. We have 2 impressions. So what you have here is impression is 1000, reach is 900. What data it is telling you? Be very clear and concise. Your ads were delivered and viewed 1000 times. No data about the user when you are looking at impressions. Now when you come to reach, that means your ad reached 900 unique users. You see this? Unique users. That means 900 people saw your ad. Which among them saw it how many times? We don't have that data. We don't have it. You need to understand this. We don't have it. Neither Facebook provides it. I don't know at this moment of time how to track that, and I think it is not. We don't even need that, to be sure. Okay. So 900 people saw your ad 1000 times. That is what we know. Okay. Now here is an important concept. Can you now tell me, like, what is the average number of time your ads were viewed? Average number of time. See this. If I write here average number of time your ads were viewed, what will be this? It is very simple, right? Impressions by reach. 1000 by 900. Pretty clear, right? If you just do some maths here, let me just have a calculator and I'll just write here 1000 divided by 900. I'll have here 1.11. Okay, 1.11. Now we just have this data. Okay, it is not like we can say it, we can call it loud like this way, but this thing which you are seeing right here is a confusing thing. Maybe one of the users in the 900, among the 900, maybe he or she saw your ad 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. Nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. Of course, not 30, 40 times. It is unfair to say that, but still, you cannot say every user saw your ad 1.11 time. You cannot say that. All you know is these 900 people have got a glance of your ad at least once by this. Okay, even if now I just want you to clear this one more concept, and that is very, very important. Even if your impressions is, let's say, 10,000, okay, and your reach is only 2,000, I'm just giving an example, it cannot be the case, but what does this data say? What does this data say? Now if you count the frequency, 10,000 divided by 2,000, 10,000 divided by 2,000 will get here 5. Does that mean that everyone saw your ad 5 times minimum? The answer is no. We can assume every one of your target audience saw your ad 5 times. Assume, but it is not sure that everyone saw your ad 5 times. Okay, so that is the, that is a, I will say, a shadow thing about like assuming things. It is not confirmed. Maybe one of the users among 2,000 people saw your ad 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. We cannot say that. So this is what the frequency is, and it is just an assumption that these many people saw your ad at least 5 times. Just an assumption. And now with this idea, I just want you to dive into the next concept. What is the next concept? The next concept is, what do we understand from frequency? Now out of my experience, I'm going to tell you this. We have even seen frequencies of 2, even 3, even 4, and still making sales and being profitable. All you have to make sure is, if your frequencies are rising, is that ad set, is that campaign making sales? If it is making sales, if you are being profitable, there is no reason to stop that ad. Don't be hooked by, don't be, dominated by a marketing agency saying you that since our ad has reached, audience fatigue. This is an important term, audience fatigue. They are seeing your ads repeatedly. The only thing that will matter is, are you making sale? If yes, this frequency term at least doesn't matter. Okay, the only thing that matters is, what is the reach? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because at the end of the day, why do we invest on ads? Is that reaching to a wide audience? It is that reaching to that million audience you want to reach to by investing money on your ads, right? So that is where you need to put your head on. Is the reach what I am getting is high? Okay, like what is your audience size when you started your campaign is also a big matter. If your audience size is small, let's say your audience size is small and your ad budget is high, tell me what is going to happen. You are going to see this number increase. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm talking about frequency. It will be higher because your ad budget is high and your audience size is small. So as a marketing agency, we always recommend to have an audience size of at least 500K and then start testing things out. If that audience set is working, that's great, scale it. Okay. And if your ad budget is high, we don't do that high initially. We always test 500K minimum set of audience size and put minimum budget on that. Let's say start with $50 a day, $30 a day. Okay. $10 a day, and then test things out. If that is giving you result, this frequency number will not matter. Now, as an assumption, and as big marketing agencies also say, which I also learn from, they usually say that if your frequency is rising above 3, if your frequency is rising above 3, you should technically think of reconsidering your audience size or reconsidering your ad budget. These are the things you should think of in terms of when your frequency is rising above. Okay, so that is what I wanted to say, and this kind of in-depth videos I'll keep making. If you're liking this stuff, please do hit the subscribe button and also like this channel, and also share this video to someone who you think wants to hear this. Okay, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.